Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Blackie, and today we're back in the Ground Pounder series, Mastering the Canteen Cup cooking series. There's a mouthful for you. Very dangerous on a Scrabble board. And today we're going to do another quick breakfast. Now, this is going to be a variation of one we've already showed, but some people will prefer it. Okay, first thing is we're going to be using our Pathfinder cook set just like before. We're going to be utilizing the cup and the stove. We're going to be using the Trangia as the heat source. And for a slight change, we're going to be using the lid. Now, to be good at cooking with a canteen cup, you need a lid. The Pathfinder does sell a lid that goes to their large Pathfinder cup with the butterfly handles. They do sell one. I, however, already had one that I've talked about. This is one from now. I got from the canteenshop.com years ago, now out of business, and it's a heavy cover lid. These are heavy, a lot heavier than the ones today. And you got that big old raised rim with the drain holes in the very end of it. That's how you'll notice that big D-ring up on top. But I've been really happy with this. And I'm going to use this as a plate to transfer into for a two-step process, and this is going to be a very quick breakfast to do in the morning. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make eggs and hash browns. So I already have a chicken egg ready to go right here. I'll go ahead and set it right there in that lid so it don't roll off the hood. And I'm going to do a little variation. You can, if you look around the store, find these. These are Hungry Jack hash browns ready to go. They're just dehydrated hash browns. And you'll see these again in the future when we get around to doing skillets. I'm going to make potato pancakes with something like this. And you can do something like this. You can get them already made up in the store, carry a section with you to the field to hydrate. And all it is dehydrated. And so it tells you how you're supposed to soak them for an amount of time usually. Okay, what it's saying right here, if you're using these, is to fill the carton to the fill line right there with hot tap water, or at least 120 degree, heat up water in a canteen cup, pour in there. Seal it up, let it set for 12 minutes. It's hydrated then it's ready to come out and put into a skillet with a little bit of butter oil and fry it. We're not going to do that for this one. There's an even quicker method. And that method is, when you think about it, all this is potatoes that have been sliced into small pieces then dehydrated, right? Tater chips are the same type of potato that's been sliced really thin then dropped in oil and fried. But we can use these to make hash browns. Now you remember whenever we made one of the very first of this series, I put an egg and all into one of these bags and mixed it up and made a hash brown and egg kind of like burrito out of it. Well, now we're going to do them separate. Same idea. One of the small bags is what you're wanting for this recipe, and it is the 1.5 ounce size. This is what you typically get like at a sandwich place when you're getting a Subway or something, and they ask you if you want a bag of chips. This is the snack size, and this is about the right size for it. We're not going to pulverize it, but we're going to mash it a little bit to make it a little bit smaller. And you see this one's got a lot of air in it. So we're going to pop an air hole. There we go. And we're just going to mash them down a little bit to a more manageable size. Don't crush them super fine, but just down. Now see, that's all that's really in the bag. Right there is that little bit. That's all we're going to need. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your canteen cup. You're going to transfer the potatoes into there, and then you're going to add a little bit of canteen water. How much? About 90% covered. We can pour off excess, but you just want to take it so they're covered and just floating a little bit because they're rehydrating, so I want a little bit more water. Okay? So for that bag right there, I have put in, I've actually reached the bottom mark so I can give you the fancy word for it. About 300 milliliters, because the bottom marker on there is 400. So about that much. Let me tip it down and show you. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to let these soak while I bring my Trangia up to heat, and then I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once I bring it up to a boil, I will then just take it off the fire, because by then they're hydrated and ready to go, and they're going to taste just like hash browns. Okay, I'm going to then remove the excess water out of it, squeeze it, and transfer them up onto my little plate, which is my Canteen cup lid. And I'm going to drop the water down with just about the thickness of a number 2 pencil, maybe slightly less, like I did before. And I'm going to crack that egg in there, and I'm going to scramble my egg right quick, like I've showed you in the past. Once the egg is ready, I'll move the egg off to one side. I'll dump the hash browns in the other, let the hash browns warm back up for just a second, and I'll be ready to eat. Let me set up the camera, and you get to watch us cook it. Okay. We've got a low boil started, and that should be sufficient to rehydrate them and taste like hash brown. So I'm going to scoop out a little piece to test that theory. It's just a slice of potato is all it tastes like, since it's already cooked. Alright, now I'm going to have my plate right here ready, where I think you can see that right here. And I'm going to take and scoop out the potato. Right quick, draining the excess, put them right here. They plump up, do really good. Now a slotted spoon would be best for this, but also having the fire not blow against your knee would be even better. Just a little bit of water left. And in truth, if there's a couple little pieces of potato left, I ain't gonna cry over it. And you see how that little bit of nothing of potatoes has pumped up to this. Okay? Now, I'm going to set that back up on there and let it get hot. I'm gonna put my egg in there. Right quick. Just like that. Bring out my little spatula. Bust that yolk and start stirring. Now this is a heat regulation moment. I know that is too hot, so I'm going to take my snifter and put it about half power. Heat up that cup, drop that on there, bring it back, and now I can scramble that egg without burning it. Real easy. Now I like these square-ended, I've said, because it fits the contour of the cup better. It makes it easier to scrape it off the bottom. And that's 90% of what I'm doing, just scraping it off the bottom. And allowing it to heat up, cook. Give it a few seconds there. Cook on the bottom. Come back, roll that up. Let fresh get on the bottom. Don't let it stick. Pull it off the heat. Take it over here to the side a little bit. Still plenty of heat in that cup. Go that until your eggs are nice and fluffy the way you want them. Hearing it sizzling. This is a quick meal. This is something I can make up in the morning. You saw how long it took to puff up all them potatoes to be hash browns. Now, could I turn around and fry them? Yes, I could put in a little bit of oil right now and fry them into true hash browns. Could I mix the egg and the hash brown together and fry it? Yes, add a little bit of butter and a few other things, and you've got potato pancake, which we will be dealing with in a future episode when we get to the skillets. It's just got more room. But in a Canteen cup, they ain't quite enough room. Alright. Eggs are getting close. That water's evaporating out. The egg's getting cooked. You can see. Thickening up. Got a little bit stuck at the bottom. Whoopee. When I get done, I'll immediately put water on it and put it right back on the heat. And that will allow it to get rid of that stuck to the bottom. A little boiling water and the end of a stick will easily take care of it. Okay, we're almost done now. Almost. Spread it out that way a little bit. About another minute at tops. Okay. Now that egg, as you can see, it's cooked. It's ready to go. Now I would add salt, pepper, whatever. I'm raking it over here to one side. And now I'm going to take my hash browns, drip the extra water out of them that was left, sit it right here on the edge, and I'm going to add my hash browns in on the side. And thus, I have created eggs and hash browns ready to go. Put them back up there just a second, let it warm it back up just a skosh. That tastes good. And I will be ready to eat. Let me move the camera around and we're good to go. So, I now have cooked potato, which is hash browns. Add a little bit of salt and pepper, you're good to go. Try this at home, guys. It does not taste like potato chips. It tastes like hash browns. That's what it is. Eggs, ready to go. That's good. That's a simple, quick, and easy breakfast. Excuse me for eating in front of you. This is good. Now, how can you... that thing's hot too. Amateur can handle your eggs. So, cause that, I've got a hearty meal on a cold morning right there. They're divided up, they're ready to go in one Canteen cup. What was eggs, a single egg, and a cheap little bag of potato chips. Now this doesn't work with Pringles because those are extruded potatoes and it just falls apart. If it's Lay's, Golden Flakes, some real piece of potato that they sliced in and then dropped into hot oil and crisp it up right quick, you can do this with. You can make hash browns out of them. What else can you do? What if I added salsa to this? What if I cooked me up a piece of sausage first and then left that grease in the bottom of this and then made my egg and my hash brown in it right quick? Can I add other cheese to it? Absolutely. The sky's the limit. And so with just potato chips, I ain't got to sit there and peel the potatoes. Potato chips will do the job. Now, how long does this breakfast take? 5 minutes. If I had a campfire already, all I have to do is just slide that cup on there. As soon as it comes to a boil good, give it about a minute of boiling. Take it off, strain out the potato chips, go down that itty bitty bit of water, throw an egg in there, do like you just saw me do, scramble that egg and then put them on the side. Salt, pepper to taste. Maybe a little bit of hot sauce. Be good. Quick and easy breakfast. Well, Again, excuse me for eating in front of you. I'm about to start my day now. We just did the time change, so this is early for me. I got to get going. I will be, when you see this Sunday, I'll be at Georgia Bushcraft. Hope it's a good time, and I hope to get some footage of it to share with you next week. So, till the next time, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.